All right, guys, we're over here at TCAM Performance, and we are talking about some motor builds. We got Cornbread here. What's going on? We got Dustin, cylinder head expert, and I want you to inspect these. What do you think? Let's give some backstory. How are the heads that I bring you normally? I brought you a number of cylinder heads.
Yeah.
A few of them have looked similar to this.
Yeah, a few.
I asked him, was he digging out of the pond or what?
Wait, show them the best part. Stand that thing up.
They got some cleaning in them.
What do you see? What's a
bet-
professional see here?
I bet mice lived in every one of those cylinders.
They wouldn't live in there. Mice are better than that.
What do you think? You think they're all right? Will these ever see horsepower again?
Yeah.
There possibly could be a
they'll-
leaning bolt here.
That'd be all right.
Wait, what's that bolt look like?
It's kind of like this.
But they do have rockers and springs, so they're complete. Almost.
Missing one rocker.
You know, make sure the threads are there.
Well, yeah, so I got a bunch of stuff, and I just brought a whole bunch up here. We're getting ready to do a giveaway motor, and I had these laying around, so I thought I'd just bring them up here for you guys to have in case you ever need a set.
Perfect. They clean up.
We'll throw them in. They'll soak in the pond. Look at the pond down there. They'll soak right down there.
You see how dirty that water is? That's from the last set that we had to soak.
Is that what, when I bring you a shitty set of heads, you don't put them in the Sonic, you put them in the pond?
Always up in the pond.
For at least a week.
All right, well, we're gonna do a little motor giveaway build here.
So we're gonna do a short block.
So we're gonna do a short block, and for those of you guys that don't know what short block is, that's not, it doesn't have the top end on it. It's pistons, rods, crank, and you guys are going to be doing it with the rotating assembly, camshaft.
We're gonna do a lamb cam and time and chain degreed cam. So it'll be short block, cam installed, and degreed.
Literally drop it in, put your cylinder heads on it of your liking, and go to town.
They'll
And,
have to finish the whole pan.
Yeah.
yes, well, that's all that's specific per their setup. So what we're doing is we're going to give away, I'd say it's 1,000 horsepower capable short block.
Yep.
And then everyone runs different heads, whether it's LS3 or LS7 or whatever, and they run different oil pan for their application. So we're going to give you the short block, and you could put it in whatever you want. Or if you don't have a car, if you don't have like any project going on, you could sell it as a short block, and it's yours. So you guys are going to win it.
Or they can have us, we can finish it for them.
Yeah, it's,
we can do heads, all the covers, oil pan.
You guys are like Burger
We
King.
can finish it out.
Just have it your
Get
way.
your Whopper how you want it.
You have it your way.
That's right.
So we got stock crank, which I think the stock crank stuff gets overlooked quite a bit. And I brought a nice rusty one here.
We'll shine it right up.
Yeah, that thing's gonna be looking fresh.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Right out.
We'll polish
it's
it.
ugly on the surface, but deep down she's a beauty.
She's got a good heart.
Yeah.
We'll throw it in the Sonic. We'll polish it. We'll balance it. You got Callie's.
We got
Some will
I-beams.
have Callie's I-beams, Wasco pistons, stock crank.
It's gonna be a stout. It's gonna be a stout little
Make some
motor.
power.
So we got those nice Wasco pistons, stock crank, and it's going to be a nice little build here. So you guys have to stay on the lookout. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do a joint giveaway. So TCAM Performance, you can go on there and get any merchandise, or you can go on to the Ellis Nasty store and get any merchandise, but not yet. We're gonna release the dates. TCAM's actually coming out with a brand new website. They got packages on there.
We're moving on up to the east side.
Have you guys got ready? You're gonna do a photo shoot for each department?
Yeah, I'll probably get my hair done first, and then we'll be ready. But we'll have main studs in this bad boy, line home, board home, whole nine.
It'll have that awesome, perfect deck.
Yeah, it'll be right.
All right, well, so you guys at home, be on the lookout.
It won't be cut in the basement with Grandpa's approach.
No, you're not gonna-
It'll actually be. It'll be surface.
You're gonna flip it on the side
I'll be able
and
to fix my hair in the surface of that bad boy.
you're not gonna drag it across the parking lot?
I won't have to file my nails with it. It'll be ready to go.
All right, so everyone be on the lookout. TCAM Performance and Ellis Nasty joint giveaway going on in the near future, and you guys can win. What color are we gonna paint it? That's a big one.
Purple.
You love purple. Dustin, what do you think?
Nah, he got a purple car too.
Don't say purple.
All right, yellow.
Cast iron gunmetal.
Gunmetal?
Gunmetal.
Oh, I like
Looking
that.
good,
I like that.
boy.
So it'll be looking good. All right, I thought you were gonna say like tie-dye or some shit. I was worried for a
Hell
second.
no.
Yeah, he's been painting cars and old ladies all his life. He knows how to pick a color.
We're over here in the cylinder head department where we have filmed many of videos because are the cylinder heads, are they like one of the most important parts of the motor? I mean, you got shitty cylinder heads, you ain't make no horsepower.
They're important.
So
I mean, it's part of the combination.
we got these badass Frankenstein heads, the F110S, and they are going on our 460 cubic inch LSX motor, which is going to be Pro Charge on alcohol and a Colorado pickup truck. So it should be a pretty good combination. And I'm saying this right now, the world's most badass Cathedral port head.
Pretty badass.
They're pretty badass. Yeah. So when you're looking at a cylinder head like this, you look at a bunch. What makes one badass opposed to the one it's sitting next to?
A lot of it's in the runner. It's a combination of things. Valve size, runner volume, runner design, chamber design, CCs. I mean, all those things kind of come together and create a Molotov cocktail of badass.
And that's what this thing is right here. So I got some T&D rockers for it. I've never seen rockers for an LS that are like that, like wonky. I mean, they're like turned sideways, like intimidates me a little bit.
It's got some different geometry in it, but I mean, that's what's required on this head.
It should make plenty of horsepower. So from here, you got the cylinder head for me and the rocker arms. You're going to get valves and springs. So this is my second solid roller motor, but I've never run a solid roller motor yet. Yeah. So I'm not familiar with how big the springs are or what we do spring-wise and all that, but it's a little bit different from the hydraulic roller stuff we've been doing previously.
Yeah, I mean, the solid roller stuff, you need more spring, obviously. You know, we're going, you know, you end up going to a spring that size where most of your typical hydraulic LS stuff is half that.
Yeah, that thing looks...
You know, that's actually a little bigger than what'll be on this. That's like a Hemi spring.
There's nothing stopping us from putting a Hemi spring on here. You know, we can try. I'm here for science, okay? Kevin built this one. He asked me what do I want to do compression wise, and I was like, oh, let's make it a little spicy. Let's do like 12.5, 13 to 1. And he looks at me, he's like, how about 14 to 1? And I was like, you know, for science, we can do it. So it's definitely going to be pretty nasty. And you guys are going to supply a camshaft for it, so I'm sure it's going to be a big, gnarly, nasty camshaft like always.
It'll be what it needs to be.
So as far as keeping the compression and cylinder pressure in the hole, you're gonna, like always, you do some crazy science stuff and get this badass spring combination. Is that kind of like the key? Is that the secret here?
That's when you're dealing with boosted stuff. Yeah, I mean that's critical to get all of your spring pressures and all of that right, because you want to build boost, you want to keep boost, you want to keep it where it needs to be when it needs to be there, but then you got to figure in the underlying science of valve train control. You know, you got to keep everything happy, and now you got to keep it happy with 40 or 50 pounds of boost on it.
We're gonna be partying at this point. It's definitely gonna party. As far as checking lash and doing all that stuff, unlike the hydraulic roller stuff, I am gonna have to give some attention to the valve train on this. So I can't just neglect everything and keep running it. I'm gonna have to pay attention.
No, she won't self-adjust the lash like a hydraulic.
I've been pampered my whole life, but I guess the benefit is probably worth it. You know, we're gonna turn a little bit more RPM. Being a blower car, I mean, that's gonna be good as well. And yeah, it's gonna be badass. So we're not looking to make like the most horsepower ever, because the truck's gonna run a little bit of no prep. It's gonna run some like small tire shootouts at some smaller tracks. But I think for like how I have it the build spec'd out with the blower size, this big motor is gonna help it, because I think the blower might be a little bit under power for what I want. But I think this big ass motor with all the compression will probably make up for it. So I feel like I'm in good hands. Hopefully you only have to put these together once and I don't tear it up like I always do and got to bring it back to you. And we'll go a different route. Instead of me being like, yeah, I'm gonna tear this up, I'll see you soon, I'm gonna try to keep these on there.
We'll make them as bulletproof as we can make them, just like everything we build.
Well, I definitely appreciate that. Thanks for your time. The world's most badass Cathedral port cylinder head. I'm making that claim. This is me. This is a John Dock claim. I'm not putting you under the fire there, because the comment section right now is probably going nuts. Because everyone's like, oh, my 317s that I hand ported in my garage are more badass.
Well, everybody's got an opinion. They can eat another mouthful of popcorn. I will say, you know, Frankenstein, they make pretty badass ones. Awesome.
Well, I'm excited. This is gonna be the first set of Frankenstein heads that I've ever run, and I will say these are a little bit. I'm not used to, like, they're intimidating. I'm all nervous.
Well, they've got some dress appeal too.
Yeah.
I mean, they put a lot of good looks in them. That's not just one flat plane. You know, they put some architecture.
I'm most excited about the exhaust. it's got the damn ring on it, the Viton ring, so I guess I don't have to run an exhaust gasket.
So what are you gonna do with all that damn Permatex now?
Wow, I didn't think about that. I'm still gonna have to like glob it on somewhere on this motor. Maybe we won't use front and rear cover gaskets.
Yeah, save it for that because I ain't gonna clean that crap. Yeah, at least right here I won't have to deal with it on the cylinder.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna peel these out and just fill them with Permatex just for you. How many times have I brought you heads that got gray RTV all over them?
Honestly, I don't know who's worse, you or Shannon Young.
Oh, we love our... Listen, we do not want a boost leak. I can tell you that right now.
No, you guys can't possibly have a boost leak. When you use a half a gallon of Permatex and something, I mean, you can seal up everything.
That's the key to going fast. A lot of Permatex. Now, I'm gonna say you don't advise this, but I put orange RTV on each side of my exhaust manifold gasket before I slap it on. The intake gets gray RTV. If I could put it in all the bolt holes, I would.
No gray RTV.
No, I can't on this one. Look at, well, I can use it on the intake though. Yeah. We're good on the. No, my intake's got O-rings.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, believe me, we thought about this. We're tired of cleaning the gasket crap off.
All right. Well, this one is going to be bare, no RTV on it, and it's gonna be badass. So I think we'll run over with cornbread. Can we take a look at the block and all that?
Hey, one more thing. We are actually developing different programs for the mill to where we can actually do these O-rings in customer cylinder heads in the future.
So I think right now Frankenstein, a couple other companies do, but this is gonna be something where you could bring the cylinder head up here, and this will be another option that you could put on there. And I will say, this is way better than using I've used the copper gaskets, the MLS gaskets. I've used just RTV. This right here is a much easier solution, and you know it's gonna seal up. Yep. So be on the lookout. TCAM is gonna be doing this as an option, and you guys are just trying to make sure you don't have to scrape any RTV off. That's it, huh? An RTV-free world.
Gotta keep everything working right now.
All right, we got cornbread over here. Look at this guy over here working. What are you doing?
Oh, you know, I'm just trying to straighten these cylinders up a little bit, but I'll get them. These are, out here, Greg runs Mr. RPM Performance, and these are Can-Am cylinders. I got them right here.
All right, in here in the engine assembly room, we got Mark over here working. We got Sammy over there looking like he's working.
We got these two guys in here. Kevin has them come in at 7:30. He changed them to the engine stand and won't let them go until they get the motor done. They work like crazy. But this is the machine. Maybe waiting on pistons, maybe waiting on rods before it goes to this stack, which
look
is
at that. You guys got
ready to assemble.
Cylinder heads, cranks, and blocks. I mean, you got, listen.
Yeah, so this pile here is ready to assemble. This setup here, the block machine work has been done, and it may be waiting on parts, or maybe just need to balance the crankshaft.
Now look at this one here. Justin Swan, there's his motor ready for assembly. Or about ready for assembly.
Machine work's done. All machine work's done to it. Should be ready to.
Look at that. It's got the top fuel hoop in it.
Well, we can't show all of his secrets now.
It's ready to peel his muffin cap back.
You think it will?
I think he's gonna.
Forget about the nitrous.
He will. He's gonna get a turbo car and go like a 550 and be like, man, I just.
No more nitrous. Like I ain't eating no bottle.
You just gotta remember to turn the boost controller on. That's it.
Just get the boost controller and the CO2.
And this is my solution to forgetting to turn the boost controller on. A big old blower motor.
Big blower.
So if you guys remember a while back, this is, I bought this block, which was like running NASCAR. It had a really big bore. So I said, well, let's just do something different with it. So we got this blower deal going on. So it's like a 4190 or 4195?
495 bore. We put a big old crank in it, make a lot of cubic inches for that blower. We have filled it. Oh, actually, we got your little name here.
Oh, I got to
turn it upside down. Truck slut.
So half filled, so I am going to run water through it. I'm going to run it on methanol. So
yeah, because we didn't full fill it because you may at some point switch it to another car.
Yeah, you guys know how we got it going on.
Swap one motor to the next. So if you solid fill it, it's just a race piece.
You can. It's like you start it up, make a pass, shut it off.
Push it and pull it back.
I'd drive it back if I knock the tires off.
I've seen that.
Yeah, I shut it off halfway back though.
No. But yeah, everything's ready. Main studs, main bearings, cranks over here.
You got the crank over there. I actually got a set of rods. They're aluminum MGP rods that came out of the Black Sheep a while ago. We ran like 5 passes on them, and then we ended up switching rods, so I took them. And then there is
This was the OG
Black Sheep.
crank.
That one got some battle scars on
Yeah,
it.
little battle scars. They cleaned it up. We sent it to Shaft Tech. They inspected it, make sure it wasn't cracked or beat up, or the journals or anything need to be turned. They polish it up, ready to rock and roll.
Awesome. So that's gonna be a badass. I'm probably most excited about that. Now I'm gonna ask you this: how long do you think it'll stay blower before I'm like, I need to put turbo on it?
Leave it with the blower.
Yeah, I think I have to.
Yeah.
Everything else I got has got turbo on it, and it took me 9 months to build zoomies, so I'm not getting rid of those.
I'm ready for you to fire that stock deal up, rev it, sling the rods out of it.
It probably will. I'm not gonna lie. It's not gonna make it out of the shop door.
I don't think so. If it does, you'll blow it up in the parking lot.
Doing burnouts.
Doing burnouts.
Instantly.
Or chasing Sammy.
I woke up in a new Bugatti.
All right, here are the pistons for the Colorado.
Oh, got that pop top player.
Look at
Oh.
that. God, that thing is hefty. I don't have any pistons that look like that.
Yeah.
So
She gonna talk.
I said to Kevin, I was like, let's get rowdy with it. Let's do like 12.5 to 1 compression. He looks at me, he's like, how about 14 to
We'll
1?
stuff it in there. Yeah.
That's going to be wild.
What we done, Skinny's done went through, filed the rings, got you ready just to go
God,
on,
look at that
go on
thing.
and put together.
That thing is badass.
Yeah, should be ready to rock and roll. Make all the boost.
God, I can't wait. Can't wait to come in here and spend a whole day hanging out with Sammy, helping him assemble it.
Oh yeah, it'd be perfect. He loves that.
I heard he's gonna wear me around like a little baby,
Yep.
and then we're gonna do
He'll
stuff
put you in his
together.
pocket. Skinny's been holding his pocket for a couple months now. So you can get the other one.
I had a rod on my chain.
If you understand, you know.